What is going on, YouTube? AJ here, playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Retail. On the Bahamut server. Last episode we did 1-1 and 1-2 of Bastok. We can't get away from this guy, this shirtless man in his jeans. We just can't get away from him. He will not leave us alone. I have no idea. I was reading that, okay, so I did some reading because that was pretty brutal. Where are the... Okay, here we go. Water crystal, great. Geological survey. Is that... Oh, it already did that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright. We're off. We're off and running. Huh. So last episode we did 1-1, 1-2. We're gonna try to do 1-3. We're gonna try to get to at least the Sandorian part of the I believe it's called the Emissary, which is 2-3. We're gonna try to get that. And I don't know, maybe we'll make the run up to Juneau. Maybe we'll make the run up to Juneau when we have to do that one quest. Because a lot of this would be a lot easier if we had a Kokobo. I have a feeling that probably drives people mad. And I'm sorry, that's not the... It's really not the intent to drive people mad. It's just how I've always said it. I looked at it... Geez, back probably, what, Final Fantasy VII? Which was my first Final Fantasy game. And I looked at it and I'm like, I'm just going to make that CH into a K. Yeah, all of this would be probably a lot easier with a mount. So I think I have... So I have like a question. And I always like these questions because I like to hear what people think. I've gone over that I was a bartender, full-time for... Jeez. I knew I was going kind of like off-kilter. I was a bartender full-time for 4 years. And if you're in kind of the wait, if you've ever been in the wait staff or bartending business, you know that you get paid nothing like hourly. Like I would work we got paid every 2 weeks. I'd probably have paychecks that were like 80 to 90 hours bartending, and the paycheck would be like $110. So you weren't relying on your paycheck, you were relying on tips. So I'm all for tipping. Even before I was a bartender, when I would be a bar patron, especially if, the bartender was like friendly or I knew them, they would catch at least, like a $10 or $20 tip. Nothing like outrageous, but you kind of felt like if the bartender saw you come in, they'd be like, okay, I could at least rely upon, $10 to $20 from AJ, which they always got. So I tip, like unless you're basically like just not doing your job, you're gonna get tipped. My girlfriend even tips on like takeout food, which I'd never done, but I kind of fell into the trap because I saw her doing it and then I felt bad. So if we go pick up a pizza or Chinese or something, throw a couple bucks down. I'm not a huge fan of these new things that have it like preloaded. I don't know if it's a lot of it's online, but some of it's also like in stores where they'll be like, oh, your total is $20. 10% of that is $2, 5% of that is $1. Make your choice on what you want to tip this person at the Gap. And you're like, why am I tipping the person at the Gap? I don't know. It's not the Gap. I haven't been to the Gap in probably 30 years. But just using it as an example. And I'm not a fan of that. Don't kind of like make me say, no, I don't want to tip you. Like, if you give me a receipt and it has a spot for a tip, maybe, like, depending on the situation, I'll tip you. I always try to tip, is what I'm saying. But I get confused on now, like, on what things I should be. I feel like I almost, like, I feel like I tip on, like, everything. And sometimes it's not money, sometimes it's like, so I had I said last episode, you saw that one, that I had a tree fall on my house / so it like cracked my roof. I had to get a new roof. The deck was destroyed, like the backyard deck, and cracked interior walls. So for anybody that worked on the place for, it was going to be an 8-hour day or a 6-hour day. I didn't like say, don't leave for lunch, but I ended up buying, like 5 or 6 pizzas for, the people that did the deck, people that did the roof. Buy 5 or 6 pizzas for, like, the crew. And said, hey, if you don't want it, I'll eat it. Like, if you don't want it, I'll finish it, so don't feel obligated if you wanted to go to McDonald's. I'm not going to be upset if you don't eat that Pizza Hut pizza I bought everybody. So I did that. But now I'm looking at, and so I did that for the drywall, did that for the guys that did the roof, and the guys that did the deck. And as I said, I have painters in. And I feel like I should tip them cash for some reason. And I'm not sure why. And I guess it's December, like 15th. So close to the holidays, so maybe it'll be nicer if they could have an extra, 20 or 30 bucks from a job a piece. I think there's like 3 guys doing it. I don't know. That, and I'm also like kind of confused about, so I've lived in basically, I've been on my own since I was 18. And I've mostly lived in apartments. Last 10 years before I bought the house, I was living in a condo. What was that person doing? What is everybody doing? Oh. So it wasn't really like, we didn't have like a mailman that like delivered the mail. Like, I mean, it was a mailman, but it was like somebody different almost every day because they didn't have. It wasn't like a mailbox, like a singular mailbox. It was more like a mail bank. So they just pull in, open up like a bank of mailboxes and shove them in there. And like I said, it was somebody kind of different. You'd be outside walking the dog and you'd see one mailman. The next day you'd see a different mailman. Oh boy. Looks like for some reason this place is being wiped out by... I don't know who or why. So I didn't feel the need to tip them, but now I have, like, a mailman. It's the same guy every day that comes in. He parks his truck on the street, and then he walks up and down the street. And delivering mail to, like, your front door, basically. I cannot believe we should... This might be ugly if we don't go level thief. Like, have we gotten, like, any drops? Alright. Yeah, I don't think anybody's dropped anything yet. Huh. This is silly. I thought they would drop at least, stuff that we didn't need. Huh. Strange. Maybe we go to the key holders. I wonder why this place is so busy right now. And we might as well kill this. I think this thing can drop a key. I think both the scorpion types can drop keys. Oh no, just a shell. Inventory -1. So I think it's everyone, like if I was reading correctly, everyone can drop these items except for the low level ones, like the young. Oh, that was a Gadfather? Well, at least that thing dropped something, nothing we want. Guess we'll hold on to them. I have no idea what 100 wall is. Let's look him up real quick. Make sure he's just not like a 99 that wants to murder us. Nope, level 30. What does he do? He just drops ore. Kadalv silver ingot. Is that used for anything? Used in recipe? Yeah. We'll leave him be. Somebody might need him more than we. Yeah, maybe we should also do that, dummy. Okay. And kind of the same, I'm thinking the same thing with the garbage men. Ah, the snapping mole. Okay, there's one. So we got the head and the torso. I think we need the arms and the legs. Hair meat. Probably don't need that snapping mole either, right? No idea what that person's doing. They're probably up to no good, though, is my guess. That is my guess. And this is an odd place. Maybe they're mining. But I don't know why they would need their trusts out if they're mining. And they're definitely killing stuff. I think they just don't want to be seen killing stuff. I don't think they're mining. Okay, cool. Legs, I think we need. I'm pretty sure I said it on the Cat's Eye XI Let's Play, but I have spent an ungodly amount of time in Palborough Mines, and it was just hunting, what is it, the Braveheart Greatsword? Oh boy, that NM was so terrible. You always drop those, like, rough gauntlets or something that are just terrible. Like, it's like not even like a good... It's not even like a good secondary prize. Like the, what's his name? Headhunter? Something like that Gideus, the Gideus NM that does the monster signa. At least those gloves are like okay. Same with who is it? Meadegi. The like this, is that the Strider sword, or is that the other guy that does the Strider sword? But I mean, like, it's not. You obviously want either the boots or the gloves from Meadegi or whoever the other guy was, Qdomi. But at least you could sell something for like $3 grand. These like rough gauntlets or whatever they're called are just so horrible that. Okay, I got a terrible earring, right? Yeah, we're just gonna sell that. Probably to a vendor. So what do I need? I need the legs still, right? Okay. Judging by just this right here and our NM lock, we might be looking at leveling Thief. Huh? Right, what's happening? That has to be a bot, right? Or is it just... Why is it not? That's gotta be a bot. Course gauntlets. Haha. What is this? Evasion -3. Like, even if that was, like, defense... Like, the only way that those would be good is if it was, like, defense plus, like, 30. At, like, a low level. And I'm sorry if I feel like I'm calling out, like if I'm saying somebody's a bot and they're not a bot, I apologize. I don't know. I'm just, to be honest, it's like just weird to see like that person's running around with an NM that people actually camp. I'm just running around with it. Maybe they're, but then again, maybe they're just skilling up magic and like some sort of like dark magic or whatever. Skilling up dark magic, and they aggroed it and they didn't want to kill it just in case somebody else wanted to kill it. Maybe they're just kind people. But yeah, after the NM's not dropping, and quests like this, it makes me want to level Thief, even though I don't. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to level Thief. But it makes me think that I'm going to have to. Oh gosh, Claw and Shell, great. I'm afraid to look at what the gobby bag items are going to be. Along with the we've been pretty good about not... Are those like rare X or something? Then we've been pretty good about not getting repeats of these. They're just rare. Okay, wouldn't mind, definitely would not mind getting the keys, though, while we're here. Yeah, this is odd. It's just I'm gonna have to, like, figure out stuff, like, why are there so many people in... What's this guy's name? Easy Game as Life? Oh, Easy Game, Easy Life. Okay. It's just so weird. Like, I could understand maybe... Like, 99s are in here to do... 99s are in here to do... Like, BCNMs or something? Hey, we got the legs. We got the legs. Let's see if we can beat this thing up. If not, we get a free teleport back to... Oh boy. Oh, Shantoto. Bonds' Circlet. MP plus 2. Wow. I'm guessing that's the second prize for that guy. Okay. Not a moment too soon with our inventory space. Who do I have to give these to? Najee? Najee or Sid? I think it's Najee. Oop, wrong way. Can I get through here or no? So strange. And I was like, I just never finished my thoughts. Another thing was garbage men. I'm pretty sure that the same garbage men pick up my garbage every week. And they seem nice. They like, if I'm outside when they're doing it, they'll wave. But then what do you tip a garbage man? Or a mailman? Is it like, if there's 3 people on the garbage truck, a driver and 2 people lugging, you give them like $20 a piece? Mailman, like 20, $25 a piece? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think you could get away with not doing it if you wanted to and just, plead ignorance. But I'm not looking not to do it. I'm just trying to figure out who and how much, for Christmas, for the garbage men and the mailman. The funny thing was, what was it? At the condo. So at the condo I had, and I have no problem calling them out, I had an internet provider called WOW, which stood for Wide Open West or something. They do a couple of things in the Midwest, and I think Florida is their footprint. I think they're actually bankrupt. I think they sold their... But every day... So when I was working from home, like I started working from home right in the middle of COVID-19. Like right when I got the job when the shutdowns happened, when nobody was like allowed to leave the house or whatever. And maybe it was always happening, I just never noticed it. But and maybe I think it was like 10 a.m. every day, the internet would just shut down. Like my home internet would just not work. And it was just weird. It's like every day. And it would either be like from 10 to 10:30 or from 10 to like noon. There'd just be no internet. And nobody at WOW could tell me what was wrong. Oh, we'll send people out. It's like, okay, send people out. They put in, quote unquote, is that a male or a female? I think that was a female. Nobody could tell me what was going on. They tried to put a quote-unquote booster on my... Oh, here's the problem. You don't have your booster screwed in. It's like, okay, great. And even getting to them was just stinking terrible. Even just getting to them, because obviously you'd have to talk to the people that were overseas asking you, can you unplug your modem? Okay. Wait 30 seconds now. Plug your modem back in. Let's try to trade it to him, and hopefully he just doesn't steal them. No, he doesn't want them. Okay. Who does? Maybe Sid? Does the mission say? I don't think it says. Nope. I wonder are we just supposed to trade this to the gate guard? I mean, I think the orcish axe we just traded to the gate guard, didn't we? For Sandoria? Yeah, let's try. I don't know if it has to be the same gate guard. I think we got the quest from Markets. So anyway, yeah, wow. And I'm like, look, it was a brand new job. I was actually just breaking back into my industry after the 4 years of bartending, my old industry. Because couldn't bartend during COVID. Bars were closed. Cleades, maybe? Good, you've brought all 4 parts of the doll. I'm raising you to rank 2 for completing this mission. Congratulations. If you've been to Palborough Mines, you must know the serious nature of the threat of these beastmen pose to our civilization. As a Bastoker, you are expected to take on more missions and go on conquest to preserve Bastok's brilliant future, but I cannot give you a new mission at this time. You need to collect rank points before taking on a new mission. You can receive rank points by participating in conquest and donating crystals you acquire to guards before undertaking missions you've previously completed. Ask the High Guard near the gatehouse if you wish to hear more about conquests. That is kind of cool. I just noticed that that's a different rank 2 than Sandoria's. We have completed our mission as well. Oh, if it isn't Dalzak. I see you've made it home safely. Did anything strange happen in the mines district while I was away? I have a bad feeling about that place. It's nothing official, but I did hear from guard there that Mr. Dalzak, Wary has what? Will. It seems as if Wary has left his journey of rebirth. I see, we all knew this day would come eventually, but Galka and the mines districts will still be sorrowful. What should we do, Mr. Dalzak? Keep calm, Will. You cannot live your life always depending on others. However, we are all worried. I will make preparations to set out again and investigate Wary's disappearance. Great. Nothing to do with us. Alright, let's trade this guy some crystals. How about some... I don't think I need that many, right? I think now you just need, like, a couple. But we'll give him 5. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, well, let's see what kind of gear he's got. Rank 2. Harness. Okay, we'll probably pick that up later. And the Subligar is pretty good, right? Vite? Yeah, I'll take Vite. What else do you have, though? That's it. I shall take Vite over. I shall take Vite over nothing at all. Oh, you have garbage to sell too. More no pants. Okay, the Crystal Line. Have you heard of a strange structure called the Crag of Dem? It's on the Kronstadt Highlands. It's just in the Highlands, north of the Gustberg Mountains. They say that crystals are drained of their power if you take a certain section of that structure. Chief Sid is currently investigating the strange phenomenon and is asking for somebody to bring back a faded crystal. Go see him for a more detailed explanation of your objectives. You want a crystal used for the experience? Are you not at adventure? It should be easy for you to procure one. Sure. And I think we'll just hop to... we'll just hop over to Valkyrm Dunes. So anyway, I finally cancel WoW, the ISP, my provider, because every day was just going out, every single day, for anywhere between a half an hour and 2 hours. And luckily, I kind of just started the job, so nobody really noticed I was gone for an hour a day. But I was so worried that I was just going to get fired. Because it was like a contract job, so they could have just let me go at any time. And I was trying to get my foot back in the door. Like that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's when we first found out we were going to have our kid. So I was like, okay, well, I can't not be bartending and, us having a kid. So I hated that job, and I hated that company. If I ever somehow figure out how to make these videos better and then start streaming and become popular enough where this is a job, I will definitely put on blast all of these companies that I've worked for and the terrible nature of what they do. But I hated working for this company. I hated them. I still to this day hate them. But it got my foot in the door and got me the job that I have today, like with a different company. If I did not have that contract job, I wouldn't have had the job I have today that's supporting my family. So it's like you're thankful to them, but you still effing hate them. Okay. And we'll get back onto that story once we talk. I have a feeling Sid's going to be long-winded. You've been assigned to investigate a faded crystal. There are many strange phenomena associated with that place, as you've heard. I've scanned that area and I've found that the strong crystal resonance on the straight line between that structure and Juno. For now, I'm calling it the crystal line. Never mind, you're getting that blank expression on your face again. I'll skip the details. There are 3 places near the structure where you can get the faded crystals. They're shining, raised platforms called telepoints. Place the crystal on telepoint and the crystal will be drained of its power. Do that and bring the faded crystal back to me. Oh, one more thing. To put the crystal on the telepoint, use trade. Okay. So anyway, I go to... how about we... do we want to check if Takoko is up? Do we want to check if... let's check if Takoko's up, and then either we run to the survival guide, or... I don't know. Let's just check. Well, how many people are over there? Is it still the hundreds of bots? South. Nope. Cool. Bastok markets. So anyway, I tell WoW to F off. I'm done with you. And oddly enough, for some reason, I looked at like a Google review, and there was somebody else who had the same exact problem as me. I'm like, how is that so? Like, it wasn't a me thing. Because I kept on thinking, oh, it's a me thing. And somebody else on, like, Google reviews or something, whatever, was like, oh, my internet goes out every day for anywhere between 20 minutes and 2 hours. And I'm like, how is that possible? Maybe somebody with better knowledge of ISPs could tell me, but I don't know. So I get this new provider. We're going back to the tipping point here. So I get a new provider, and a guy that didn't speak great English hooked up my my internet, and it was a lot more difficult than, like, he had to run wires and all that crud. So it was a lot more in depth than the normal hookup process is. There's, you know, I think if your house has already been wired for certain things, all they have to do is really flip a switch. I think they just come out to charge you for no reason. Alright. Is Chikoko up? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Are we going to be 1 for 3? So, gentleman comes over, and he's doing a great job. Making a little bit of a mess with his drilling, but it's not a big deal. I'm just happy to get this internet. I'm just happy to get it and be done with WoW. And when he's done, I was like, oh, you know, like, let me... Jeez, I don't think this guy drops it here. Let's see what... if anybody's killed lizards. Maybe one of those bots killed a lizard and leaping is out. But I'm just so happy to get new internet. Like, it didn't matter to me. So when the guy's done, I'm like, hey, here, you know, thanks a lot. I give him a 20 and I'm like, go buy yourself a beer. And he hands me back the 20 and he says, I don't drink. I'm like, well, you don't have to. I'm like, just take it. It's a tip. I've never seen that before. Like, the guy, like, thought that, here, you can have this $20 as a tip, but only if you buy yourself a beer. Like, no, you don't have to. Rock lizard. Oh my god. Can we get lucky here? I had a feeling like that this happens every once in a while where, like, bots will come along and just kill lizards and not realize that Leaping Lizzie will spawn. Well, if we get these boots, it'll make up for all of the other stuff that we've been missing out on. Go-go boots. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. I think we have to level Thief. So maybe we get... I don't even know. I think we level, like, Thief ASAP. Let's get... boy. That's upsetting. I had hope in my heart. But no boots or necklace in my inventory. We didn't even look what it's... Oh. Yeah, those are RX now, so it doesn't matter what they're worth on the AH. So I think we get to... Oh, jeez, it's late. It's midnight. I kind of want to make one more video tonight. And I still have that backlog, like I said, from the episode from last night around this time. Where I got a little bit tipsy. And I just want to re-listen to, because, you know, normally when you make these episodes, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I remember exactly what I did and what I said. That one, yeah, no, I woke up this morning, I'm like, I made another video? I don't remember that. Whoops. But I'm not too worried about it. If anything, I was kind of just probably goofy. I'm more of a... I wouldn't consider myself like a mean person anymore. I believe in my high school days and probably my 20s I was pretty mean, but then I kind of decided that's not who I wanted to be, so I stopped being that. Okay, objective list. Let's see. Oh yeah, how about... Okay, well, I think we're going to stop there, and I think we're going to... Jeez, we have no money. I think we're going to stop there, and we're going to... probably, yeah, you know, if nothing else, we're going to make a video. Like I said, I wanted to record all aspects of this run. So, we may come back and do like a half an hour, maybe a 45-minute episode, not a hour long next. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I really enjoyed making it. We got to kill Leapin' Lizzie and not get a drop. To Coco, I think twice. Not get drops. So, we are unlucky. And that's okay. That's Final Fantasy XI. Until next time, take her easy, folks. Thanks.